Red, tell me what happened last time.
Huh? Well, we're still in a lovely situation right now, as Zara and Alyssa went off to go investigate the job that Zara had found out about the Marinov family, and passing by, well, I guess what you want to call the merchant area, Alyssa decided to go in and check out some books or such, as Zara went off to the Marinov to ask questions and investigate exactly what this job entailed and what they were looking for. It seemed to be people who sell alchemic things and resources, as they told Zara that their daughter, Sylvia, had gone off to collect some rare herbs outside the city by herself, apparently. She had been gone for quite some time, and though they've tried to reach out to the guards, no one seems to really give much thought, assuming, of course, that she had either wandered off to her lover or done something else, or more likely she had just gotten lost. Nothing too nefarious or anything that really requires any look into, essentially. Zara asked appropriate questions, looked around her area, and tried to figure out exactly where she went and if this, well, will require more hands than necessary. Though they offered a reward, and she decided to give it a chance to see if there's anything worthwhile here. Lumina, on the other hand, while this is going on, was having a bit of a not so fun time, as the people that Oscar had made this bet with had basically required that she pay that part off, as he had ran off immediately, and they took her weapons, dragged her off to a house where they looked her over and said she'll be basically working off the rest of that debt with some fights, of course, and anything else they require of her to make sure the debt is paid in full. And Zara, making her way back to the tavern we were at, well, bumped into Oscar running in, desperately looking for everyone else because, well, something had gone horribly wrong. Your friend lost, and we need to go save her, or something bad's going to happen to her, essentially. And Zara, not wanting to leave Lumina to that fate, followed Oscar to this building to find out and save Wildcat, essentially, as her name turned out to be. And speaking with the guy in charge, who seemed not at all impressed with Zara's attempt to negotiate Lumina's release. He even offered another way that she could pay it off, which Zara was seemingly saying no to at the beginning, but, well, it wouldn't hurt if as long as it meant Lumina would return back safe with everything else, though Oscar interfered before that happened, because he, of course, probably didn't want Zara to sell herself to a noble person, and basically made an offer to this fellow, explaining that Witchers hunt monsters, and maybe we could make a spectacle of that and get good sales in that regard. It could be worth a pretty penny if it works out. It seemed the allure of money and the idea of not stepping on the toes of those who were in the field that he was willing to sell Zara into was worth the price, as he was fine with that, returning Lumina, although not with her gear. And of course, Oscar has to spread the word, so that means more money. And he expects us to return within a certain time period. With that, we went off with Lumina feeling really down and probably a little bit more angry at Oscar about the whole situation, as we went back to well, not the tavern, as we couldn't go back there without any money, and went to a much less reputable place, leaving a note for Alyssa when she comes back to find us, as well as sitting down in discussion what to do next, as Oscar seemed to be able to talk to the madam and find a way to get us a chance to sleep in, well, not a bed, but someplace, as we still have a job to do, and hopefully with time we'll pay everything all off, essentially. And though Lumina seemed very much, like I said, a bit down on herself, we slept in the hay and enjoyed ourselves, and woke up the next morning with Oscar and having that return, but woke up to breakfast and a sword or a weapon for Lumina that Oscar was promised her. And, well, stepping down to see Oscar, it was very obvious to Zara what he had sold to essentially get us our rooms. And Lumina, on the other hand, was just, again, angry to see Oscar well taken care of, well fed, and was willing to lash out until Zara stepped in to try to hopefully stop her from that. And there was discussions about what was due next, but of course, we're going to go follow the job and find where Sylvia went, hopefully. And Oscar was wanting to follow, mostly to see our skills in action and see exactly what we're going to be selling in this fight that was going to be showing up eventually. We made our way outside the city and followed the trail where Sylvia was supposed to be going, and was able to find a home or a hut of some sort. Abandoned, of course, but looked like someone was there. There was even a red cloth, as their parents had described her wearing, mostly red as her favorite color, and one of it covered in blood. Looking around, Lumina was able to spot a hidden place under the floorboards as we pulled back to climb down to find a woman tied up. It being Sylvia, looking frightened a little roughed up and looking worse for wear, but alive nonetheless, frightened, of course. She explained that some beast or creature attacked her, and well, she found her woke up tied up here. She doesn't really know why or what's going on. And we made our way upstairs. Well, Zara made her way because she's the one who went down, and Lumina and Oscar stayed up just in case. Though Lumina had a surprise as a shaggly man walked in, not speaking much, but Lumina pulled out her weapons, trying to get him to talk before he immediately transformed to a werewolf, and battle ensued as Oscar and Sylvia were told to stay behind as we decided to battle this beast using magic, fire, and weapons that we had on hand. And of course, as well, Oscar throwing some catch of silver at him as well that apparently Sylvia had given him. And the creature, uh, heavily wounded, was able to run off before we had a chance to kill him fully. And we made our way out to get them to safety as we returned to the city. And not wanting Sylvia to be accused of something else because she was covered in wounds and possibly even, well, bitten by this creature. As far as we have stories and such, with no concrete idea exactly how one becomes a werewolf. Though Lumina had an idea that she was entirely too late. We left her to our parents, who were grateful for her return. Of course, said we would come in the morning to ensure she was all right and to assure our fears, as well as the fact that we're probably going to hunt down this creature as well to ensure it doesn't attack anyone else. And the Marinoff family, they seem grateful, even offering to pay us for the services rendered. We, of course, got some silver from them in the next morning when we found out nothing had gone wrong. Though Sylvia, we didn't get a chance to really talk to her, as we were curious how exactly she knew to use the silver against the creature. Regardless, we have some silver catches, a job to do, and some investigation to continue with. Though we did stop by to let the mages know where we were going, as well as wanted to check in with Alyssa because she never returned. The only letter she gave to us after we moved to a new tavern was that she was going to spend the night with the wizards and is going to enjoy herself there, which was weird and odd enough as it is. And the next day she didn't show up either, so we went to see if we can check in on our friend, see if we can make sure she's still okay. And the guards didn't really give us much fuss, saying that we should be allowed. And I believe the last time we spoke, and we're going to hopefully see Alyssa fine and well, having relaxed and a much better combinations, hopefully.
Yeah. We're gonna start off rather with with Alyssa as while Zara went to talk to the people, see what the job was and what would it entail. Decided maybe it's time for you to check out the market, see if there's anything that catches your attention while you wait for Zara to come back. Is there
Sounds like
anything?
a great idea.
Is there anything in particular you would be interested as you walk through the crowded streets, the bustling marketplace?
She would probably look for like an archery or maybe someone just sells bows and maybe she get some inspiration for her next one she wants to build herself.
Yeah, definitely, you find this rather large Fletcher's shop as you kind of walk in and you see a man behind the counter. Looks up at you and a moment of hesitance. He says, "Good day to you, miss."
Greetings. I see you sell a lot of fine goods here.
One of the best Fletcher shops in Mert. Bows, arrows. I can fix them. I can take custom orders. The best wood around.
Where do you take your wood?
They're from the surrounding countryside. Also have shipments from the north, from the south, and the city can be quite busy. So,
Understandable.
Can I interest you in anything specifically?
I'm currently just looking around. Pockets are pretty empty right now, so just looking around.
Well, suddenly becomes a bit less interested in.
But I may return.
Well, I'll be open.
I'll remember that.
is glancing around. Someone kind of walks up beside you as he's also looking at some of the unstrung bows and like says, well, pardon me, miss, I couldn't help but overhear that you might be struggling financially.
Yes. Rough times right now.
Ah, well, of course, but you look like a capable individual. I'm sure you have many skills.
I definitely do.
So sure those weapons you carry with you aren't just for show.
No, they're not. You got any problems around town?
Problems? No, I don't. Not in the business of problems, but I'm in the business of making money. If you are interested.
I mean, depends. How do you make money? What's the catch?
Well, a couple of things you can do around town, depending if you have the skills. Tell me, is archery just a hobby for you, or do you?
It's more like a profession.
Ah, you sound confident. Well, I know where you can make money and shoot arrows.
I definitely would be up for it.
There's a lovely competition.
Competition, you say?
Yeah, only the best. You can make quite a lot of money if you're good.
I mean, definitely wouldn't hurt to try.
Show you to. I'll introduce you to a couple of people. I have the afternoon off.
And what do you get from it?
Me, I get paid for this. Advertising.
Advertising, right? I mean, why not? I do need the money.
Lovely. Follow me then.
She's gonna follow.
He is gonna just kind of lead you off. Eventually, as you're walking through the streets, you exchange the pleasant, clean one. The poorer areas, but more dirt and grime. As eventually he kind of like turns down this kind of long alleyway. As he walking down. And as he kind of like reaches the door at the end, kind of like turns to you. Well, guess this should be fine. He like looks around a couple of times.
So it's there, in there, not outside.
What is?
The competition.
Ah! He kind of chuckles and there's kind of like a wave of his hands as you see sort of this shimmering light. As his visage starts to kind of get blurry. Before can again focus on his face. While the clothes may be different, the face is definitely recognizable. As Blavata is standing before you.
Nice to see you again.
Ah, as well as one. You are as lovely as you are gullible, my dear. You
Thank you.
realize this is how people get stabbed and, well, robbed.
I guess I do now. I mean, desperate times require desperate solutions.
I agree, but also sounding too desperate. My advice in the future, if you are poor, Do not tell people about it. They will already kind of see it on you. Let them just at least be in doubt.
Noted.
Well, I didn't just
Oh.
approach you for nothing. I do have a favor. Since you are in need of money, I am willing to pay, and I think we can have wonderful relations.
Of course. May I ask what you need from me?
I need to. Oh. Let's just say I need you to infiltrate the Brotherhood of Sorcerers. I need you to. How should I say this? Get some evidence?
Of what exactly?
Mages tend to have schemes, quite a lot of schemes. And, well, I do like ruining other people's schemes.
Anything specific?
I wish I could tell you, but then I fear you might just tell on me, you might get captured and interrogated, and they can literally read your mind. Rest assured, you're not gonna be hurting anyone. In fact, you may even be saving a few people.
Or at least to get to know who I will save?
I mean, maybe if you're willing to travel.
Not now. So how is this gonna go?
It's quite simple. Well, luckily for you, I can get you in. Problem is, once you're in, you will have to handle this yourself. Can create, let's just say, an invitation. One of the mages that you will present to the guards at the front gate. They will, of course, let you pass, and once you are inside, well, there is a certain mage I need you to locate. And I just need you to steal some of his work, just call it.
So who is this mage?
Rather creepy fellow, gaunt looking, Yakov.
Okay. Do I need to know anything else? Anything important?
He is quite dangerous. Do not get caught.
Awesome. Awesome.
They have safeguards against me, but they don't have safeguards against you.
I'm gonna keep it in mind.
Lovely. He's gonna kind of pull out his satchel. It's very ornate leather. Kind of hand it to you. It's sealed. The seal of the Brotherhood of Sorcerers.
Just gonna take it.
Good luck, my dear, and au revoir. And he opens the door behind him and closes it, leaving you alone in the alleyway.
Awesome. She's gonna go out to Brotherhood.
As you walk up to the city, eventually you stop at the gates their institution. The guards again look at you with a bit of suspicion, but you hand them the letter, and they'll break open the seal, look at it, and then just kind of nod to each other as they'll hand you back the paper. And one of them will escort you inside as once you are in the inner courtyard, he will take his leave.
Can I read what's in the letter? Exactly.
Well, certainly try. As you look at the paper, and it's blank.
Great.
I never told you how long the illusion would last.
I guess she's gonna just put away
Whatever it was in it, the guards seem much more relaxed this time than the first time with you.
That's better. Okay.
Or worse, depending your perspective.
Yeah. Positivity. She's gonna stroll around and not too obviously look for Yakov.
Well, you know where his office is. As you... let's see... Like... I feel like... gather information would be the best one here. I was gonna say I was gonna let you roll with shadow, but that's not better.
No.
It's a wicked thing. Stay here. Yeah, you know where to you know where his office is as you make your way through the compound. As you navigate the hallways rather discreetly, managing to not cause any suspicion towards you. You eventually find his office. And as you listen for any sort of maybe noise inside you through the keyhole, it seems to be empty, as you can tell.
Are there any mages in the hallways?
Well, you can just find eventually, as there's not that many people walking about, so it's easy to just, as you open the door, letting out a loud, as you step inside this large room filled with books and papers and notes. Very organized, but there's a lot of them.
She's gonna close the door as quiet as possible.
Let me think of a... Give me a moment. He would have specified what sort of information you're looking for.
Okay.
Volvat would have requested... He doesn't really know how the book looks. But, or rather, it's not really a book. It's more of a journal, he suspects. But he would have specified that it should contain information regarding sort of diseases and the like. He didn't go into too many details. but you would have specified at least some like very vague details, so you kind of know what you should be looking for.
Okay. She would just start searching through the papers that are lying around. Be as careful as possible so it wouldn't seem that someone would have looked through them.
Well, another gather information.
Yes.
That's not bad. As the well, you don't know how long you'll have. You might be coming back literally at any moment, so you can't be too careful, unfortunately. But you try to at the very least not disturb, or at the very least not ransack the place. As you glance through the many bound journals that he has stored, and luckily for you, this man is very organized, so it's not that difficult. You eventually find one looks quite new. It's handwritten, but the condition it is quite good compared to a lot of the other books around here. As it's titled "Vectors of Disease." Know what those would be, but at least you know something related about that, and you kind of open it up and scan through it. Looks about right.
She is gonna tuck it in fast and just get out the door as fast as possible. Just don't stay here too long.
As you open the door, and you can manage to close it behind you, Yakov you just literally see him turning around the corner. It's like looks at you, spots you. Ah, Witcher. I don't remember calling for you.
Yeah, I was looking for you. Just got a few questions. Maybe you can help me.
My time is quite limited, so please be brief.
Of course. Ooh, if someone... We got a little boy we met in a village. And I just got thinking, and I just wanted to know... I wanted to ask you, how does one become a mage?
Well, it takes many years of study and practice, but one must first possess the innate connection to chaos, be able to channel it properly. That connection indicates someone's natural talent for it. And that talent then needs to be honed before one gets to call themselves a sorcerer.
And how would you recognize if someone has this talent?
There are certain magical objects that react to chaos. Some of us are more sensitive to it than others. I have colleagues who can, just by being in the very presence of other mages, just instinctively know.
So does it manifest when you're young or when you get older?
It is detectable early age.
So would there be a way for us witchers to detect someone and maybe get them to you? so they get teached.
I doubt you would have the capability of casting such spells.
Would there be a way for you to help us with that?
I have no interest in recruiting other mages.
Of course. That was it. I'm sorry for wasting your time. Just
You wouldn't be the first, and he'll just kind of gonna start walking past you.
she's gonna head to the exit. First, like normal pace, then getting faster with every step.
As yeah, well, oh, give me, let's see, faces back. What should I make? You know what? It's fine. So you make your way. Are you just gonna try and like bolt for the exit?
Yes.
Uh, Um. Well. As you rush, you realize there's as you kind of like exit into the inner courtyard. There are a bunch of guards just kind of blocking the way.
Does she know of any side exit?
Side exits? I mean, maybe. You don't know this place, so may exist, they may not. I think they're not guarded.
Or we are. Do they look at her?
No, they don't spot. You managed to spot them before they spot you, so you kind of just duck behind, like
Oh, okay.
behind one of the entryways, slightly out of sight, but they look like they mean business.
So would there be any other way to get out that she currently sees?
No.
How far away is she from the guards?
I would say there's a bit of distance.
And
50 meters.
How many of them are there?
Oh, there's 6 that you see.
6. Um. I guess approaching them would be a bad idea.
What exactly?
Just approaching them.
Well, it depends. How confident are you in your ability to bullshit people?
I guess we'll have to see, because I got no idea what to do otherwise.
Well, you can always wait. It's easier to sneak out during nighttime. This place, like, it's big enough that you can feasibly hide. You can also like literally look around, see if there's any point in the keep that you might be able to maybe scale down. on the outside. There's like
Yeah, it sounds
other
like it.
riskier options.
Yeah, I'm for looking around and seeing if there's somewhere to get off.
Yeah, well, feel free to give me gather information. Well, fortunately, it seems that the entire place has been put on active duty. There's many more guards now that patrol much more frequently. Making a movement here much harder, and don't manage to. You spend like a few hours maybe, and slowly creeping around. You don't find there's like places you could feasibly maybe try and scale down, but it would be so dangerous to the point where if there's like one slip up and you'll just break your neck.
So the guards didn't become less like after the hours of waited and
Well, it's
went around.
no. In fact, there's more of them now.
Okay.
You want to catch someone, you keep the guards. You actually increase the guards, the patrols. You don't.
Yes. Is there anywhere where I can like hide for a while when no one would look?
You can
Like a
definitely
stall or
give me
something?
secure an advantage. And yeah, I would say you need to roll shadow. Strong hit with a match. Yes, indeed there is. You managed to eventually, at the very least, find sort of this. It's not even it's like a storage barn shed. No, it would be a storage cellar. You see plenty of alcohol being deposited here, and well, feasibly, there's like you can hide behind some of the crates and just wait it out until night is. There's like nighttime, as it will be much more harder for them to spot you during night than it is right now.
She would definitely do that.
As yeah, I mean, you will hide out, and as you wait, the hours pass. No, this would be take control, Mac, unless you don't want to escape, Alyssa. You can always.
Oh, I definitely want to.
I would appreciate, Mac, if you stop backseat GMing me. As yeah, eventually, I would say probably in the very early hours of the morning, around like 4 a.m. Still darkness. Guards are most likely tired, and they've been up after you for many hours. When you slink away, and as you kind of manage to, well, as one roll, you kind of watch maybe a couple of them, and you see that manage to figure out at least the rotation to the front gates. As the rotation just happens, darkness is your best ally, because they need torches and lamps to see in the night. You don't. You have the advantage on these people, and it's quite easy for you to make your way out. As yeah, you are in fact outside, free and unharmed.
Awesome. She's gonna get somewhere dark, somewhere no one would look.
Well,
Just
the
to-
entire city is blanketed in darkness. The only people walking about are Are there mostly guards with lamps of their own, or if anyone else is walking about, they also have a lamp? Otherwise, that means you're a thief.
Wait, how far would the tavern be?
Gonna go to the tavern? You have hot goods on you.
Yes, but I don't know where Blevot is.
Well, I would say he probably would have instructed you to meet with him in the same spot.
Oh, okay. Then I would go back there.
As you slink back through the alleyways, as you get to the same alleyway and the same door, as you stand there maybe for a moment, the door will actually open and you can see him from the inside, kind of gesturing for you to come in.
She would look behind her and just check anyone's there and then get in.
As you walk in, the warmth of the hearth inside kind of provides a bit of comfort, as there are some candles, small fire burning. As this looks like a very pleasant room. There's like, you see a door that probably leads into a different part of the building. And he'll kind of gesture for, there's like a table with some food, some drink on it. Ah, just in time for breakfast.
Is it just him inside?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, definitely hungry and cold.
Yeah, well, we can sit down and eat if your job went fine.
I mean, it did. But, I mean, we haven't talked about payment, right?
Well, he kind of like extends his hand. The book.
First, I want to know what you're gonna offer me.
My
I went into-
undying gratitude.
How honorably.
Quite so.
I still need money. I mean, I could have died in there, so it better be worth something.
Saving quite a lot of innocent lives.
Anything else?
What? I think you can roll me a compel. And if you wanna threaten him, or that's actually Iron and Heart are. Gonna be forceful with them. Feel free to increase your momentum by one. Say, fine. You must, like, kind of goes to kind of pulls out a pouch of coins.
Just gonna get out the book and just say, nice to make deals with you.
Which truly do be heartless.
Sometimes, yes. I mean, we still need to survive on our own.
Ah, yes, between killing children and asking money from the poor. I think maybe there's someone you didn't manage to completely extort.
I mean,
Sure, there
It's-
must be some beggars out there that need beating. Maybe some widows that need some shaking down. Maybe some more children to turn into monsters in your freakish experiments. I believe
mean,
our business is concluded.
Wait, what exactly is that book about? I mean, what diseases?
Yakov is a very, very diligent and studious man. And, well, to tell you a thing about mages, they do love hoarding information. They don't really like sharing it. There's Fourth Town. I've been really hit hard. Some sort of plague or another. Like taps the book. Gonna make sure the right people get to benefit from this knowledge. Unlike you, Witcher, I don't need to be paid for this sort of thing.
What a hero you are.
Like I said, I think our business is concluded. You can excuse yourself. There's the door.
Oh well. He's gonna get outside and take some of the food with her.
Yeah, he's not gonna let you take any food.
Oh,
He's literally kicking you out.
oh, okay.
Yeah, he's just gonna close the door behind you. Well, you can increase your supply by one, but that's about it.
Did we get any supply last session?
You? No.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's morning, you're cold, you're tired. You haven't eaten anything in an entire day. You're thirsty. You have some money, I guess.
I mean, she's probably stopped at the tavern. Maybe find Sarah and Mina. Hopefully there.
Well, you leave? Did you leave? Yeah, I think you left her a note.
Yeah, we left a note. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't find her, but the barkeep hand you the note they left behind.
So what does the note say?
It's the location of the place where we basically say like we went to another tavern with Oscar. We should be sleeping there, and you should come find us once you're settled in, basically, or
Oh,
done
okay.
with your errands.
Just gonna thank the barkeeper and then head straight there. Maybe she gets food.
Yeah, I mean, you get there. I would say the others aren't there right now. It's early. It's at this point it is morning, and like in those very infuriating animated movies, you just miss each other. You see like the camera as Zara, Ludmila, and Oscar walk away, and like 5 minutes later, Alyssa walks in. Alyssa, you are in fact starving, so.
Yeah,
Unless you're
she's gonna
gonna-
get food.
yeah.
Yes.
Sit down. The barkeep, this woman in her like late 30s, seemingly, is humming a very pleasant tune. Ah, how can I help you, lady? Needs food, drinks? You look like you had a rough night.
Oh yes, I definitely. I would appreciate food, and maybe something to drink,
Of course,
but definitely food.
freshly made in the morning. And she's gonna bring you a nice, healthy breakfast, large size, some alcohol to go down with it. If you're interested, I can also give you some accommodations. You look like you, well, lady like you, it would be a shame not to clean yourself up.
I mean, I'm gonna wait for some friends, and maybe after that, yes.
I will
Did
start
you have?
penalizing you if you don't sleep, though.
Oh, okay. Then she will sleep.
Because so I'll remind you, you've been up for like more than 24 hours, planned like an entire escape fiasco in that time.
Okay.
So you are in fact absolutely exhausted as well.
Okay. Then she would gladly take the bed as well.
Yeah. The food here and the accommodations are cheap. They're not great, but at this point you are too tired to care. And yeah, you'll go to sleep. Sleep well, you shall. Also read it's not gaslighting if it's real. I see the eye job argument. So yeah, I'll cut back to you as you are in front of the gatehouse, the Brotherhood of Sorcerers, after you've done your whole well, sort of investigation to make sure that Sylvia is fine.
Yeah. Well, we only know that Alyssa was supposed to be here. We wanted to make sure she's all right and check on her because I think we were planning to continue forward with our hunt, essentially.
Yeah.
So
Guards were kind of like Lucanis's. What? Did I say anything? Did they tell you anything last time when you asked them? I don't remember.
we were saying
we'll tell the wizard. Yeah, we'll ask him.
we were trying to basically say if we wanted to let him know where we're at because they might need to find us later, that we were going to go out for a hunt, and that we wanted to speak with our friend Alyssa because she was supposed to be here, and they just kind of like silently nodded.
Yeah, so they will inform you that if you wish to meet with your friend, come inside.
Yeah, that's all we know.
Feel free to roll me. Wits.
Just a regular
roll.
wits?
Oh, wits roll. Yeah, I feel like this is. Yeah, they're definitely looking at you with. There's a sense of being on guard against you that wasn't there before, Zara, and you notice there's many more guards as you get taken inside into the inner courtyard, and you'll be escorted by all of them. You were never escorted by a troop of 6 heavily armed soldiers before. Usually it was just the one. As they'll escort you one part of the courtyard as one of them will suggest says you can wait here for the mage. We'll go and tell him that you have arrived.
I gotcha. I assume we're not left alone, right?
No. There's about a dozen guards just in the courtyard with you. There's like several more you notice on the roof. All of them seemingly staring at you.
If it's all right, I assume Lumina and Zara, we've all known each other enough to tell each other's tales. So if Zara would just tap at Lumina to get her notice, to basically let her know, be on guard and keep an eye out.
Did you take Oscar for this thing? I don't think you took Oscar with you right now.
No,
we didn't take Oscar. We just went with ourselves because he's off doing his job, which is to let everyone know there's going to be a thing with the Witcher fight.
So yeah, no. Now Ludmila that Zara points him out. Yeah, there's a lot of soldiers on the battlements just staring down at you.
Trouble.
Maybe something happened. I don't know.
Yeah, but we're the ones on guard. I hope this is all right.
Not too long after that, you see Yakov coming down with more guards as doesn't approach you. He kind of like stands at a bit of a distance, flanked by soldiers on both sides. Welcome, Witchers. I should say welcome, unless you are also here to steal.
No. We were under the impression that Alyssa was here with you. There was a note left where we were at last, and she has not returned.
Yes, well, luckily, there's not that many witchers in the cities. I assume that you would know of each other's whereabouts. As such, I do take quite issue when people pilfer through my things.
I'm sorry, or something transpired. Is
She,
Alyssa not here?
Yesterday she came by with apparently a note that nobody issued, and the guards let her in. And then I came back to my office. She was standing outside, asked me some nonsensical questions. As I walked inside my office, I noticed that my books were rifled through, my papers were scattered, and, well, she was nowhere to be seen. And since we couldn't find her inside Keep, I assumed she has slipped away at some point.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would she even look through your paperwork?
I do not know. But to hopefully not strain our collaboration, because you do need my collaboration, Witchers, I expect you to find your companion, retrieve what she stole, and, well, let's not say I'm not a forgiving man. Everyone can make one mistake.
Of course, sir. We understand this is a we are working with each other. I cannot say what has happened, but we will find her, and I'm sure this has been an awful misunderstanding.
I sure hope so. Maybe that would bring me some peace. He kind of like gestures for the guards as they will kind of step back, and you see all of them relax a bit. Till you have come to some sort of understanding before you are escorted out, unless you have anything else you want to say.
You would ask her, what exactly was this item that was stolen from you?
One of my journals. Something I put great pride and effort in. For years of personal notes and research.
Very well then, and we're sure it's Alyssa. No one, I don't know, taking her face. Maybe she was coerced in this or something
I
like that. She was
have
restrained.
spells ensuring that, well, if someone were to sneak in or cast any magic around my personal office, and this place itself is guarded against such things.
Of course.
If there's someone else is to blame, I will certainly entertain that thought, but since she is missing and acting like a fugitive, I will assume she is to be blamed.
I see. Very well then. Sir, we will, of course, get to the bottom of this. Thank you for your forgiveness.
He just nods and turn around and walk back in.
Zara is clenching her fist right now. She waits until we're outside.
Yeah, he'll be escorted outside.
I don't understand. What could she have been thinking?
Maybe someone forced her?
I can speculate all I want. Maybe it was a spellcaster, maybe we have to find her, figure this all out. Return what was stolen, and hope this won't cause too many problems for us back home as well. We cannot have another problem like this happen, Lumina.
Well, let's hope we can find her quickly.
Zara nods and, well, We'll start with the tavern first that she was originally at, then probably go back to our original tavern because hopefully she got our note because we got hers.
Let's see. More suffering before that. Well, Alyssa, you wake up as you've had at least a few good hours of sleep. Come down and, well, you recognize Oscar just sitting at a nearby table, kind of munching on a piece of meat, kind of with a tankard.
She's gonna approach him. So if you are here, I guess Sarah and Ludmina are not far away.
So, I believe they left with business. I don't think you told him where you were going, so. You just thought like, Oscar, you have things you need to do as well. What the fuck are you doing here? Go.
I think we told him we were going to continue the job and she should finish his other stuff because it'd be dangerous for him.
Clearly doing his job. I help you?
Do you know where they are or when they're coming back?
Resume in the evening. They accepted the job from the Maravnos and is there a werewolf out there?
A werewolf?
Ah, yes, quite a deadly beast.
I can imagine. So they're hunting it?
I believe that was the intent. I'm not sure.
So what you doing here, all alone?
My job. Yes. I'm doing my job. I'm just taking a
What?
break from it. I've been working all day long and I'm just decided to take a break.
I mean, break is definitely always great. So what exactly are you doing at your job?
Oh, right, you did miss a bit. Well, let's just say Ludmina is not the fighter she claimed to be. Lost a lot of money, a lot of debt. She got into trouble. I got into trouble. But we solved that. We resolved that with the boss man, and well now they've agreed to a monster fighting tournament, and I need to sort of spread the news around loud enough so people know about it, not loud enough so that the mages learn about it.
Okay, 2 questions. Why did you get in trouble?
Because, well, it was both me and Ludmina. I didn't get personally in trouble. She lost the fight. I just placed the bets. I was a bit, listen, I was very confident. I thought she was just gonna win.
And who is this boss?
It's good old Grigori. He runs a lot of the underground fighting rings. I think he has a few other side businesses, but this is his main activity.
Okay, and so he just wanted monster tournament from
Well,
you?
I did. Well, your monster slayers, so instead of fighting with your fists, maybe you should give them something that they can't just get from other people who are much better at it.
Awesome. So no money debt
Well,
then?
if you pull this off, yes, the debt is squared.
And when is this tournament going to happen?
By the end of the week. A few days.
Do we know which monsters are going to be there?
No.
And all 3 of us are gonna fight, or just one of us?
Well, it was, I think, initially just Zara and Ludmina, but I can talk up 3 Witchers.
I mean, it depends if we get money out of it. If I
No,
get
you are in debt.
but-
You don't.
I mean,
Which
we-
part of heavily in debt? Not-
I mean, fine. Sure. Why not fight some monsters? I had enough trouble lately, so why not add it to the pile?
Say that again. Huh.
Anything else I should know?
Kind of shrugs. I don't think so.
I hope so. You would tell me if there's something else, right?
I don't forget about it. Yeah.
Right. So, what are you planning to do today?
I should be going around and talking to more people. I'll do that tomorrow. It's fine. Today, honestly, I think after the werewolf incident, I deserve at least a free day.
I mean, I can help you with getting the word around if necessary.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you look like someone who's gonna get scammed by like the first con artist around the corner.
Yeah, I have heard something similar.
You exude that pure-hearted kindness of the soul, but then you just talk about money all the time, and I'm not even sure then. You just seem like a greedy mercenary then. It ruins your charm.
What should I change?
Appreciate the knight. Nobody appreciates a mercenary. There's plenty of mercenaries out there.
But I mean, we still got empty pockets and we need money, so
Money comes and
gotta look
goes.
for it.
Money comes and goes. What you do with it? It's your actions that will last forever.
I mean, we still need money to get our food and shelter.
Yes, but if you're liked enough, people will give that shit for free. Think about that, huh?
I'm not sure if that's how it's gonna work. People are greedy.
That's because you live in a very miserable world. That's why I try to do my best to brighten it up. Through song, through cheer, and endless optimism.
I hope you make a little change around here. But to look at reality, it's not possible to just live your happy ever after and just be careless, go around.
Sounds very cynical. Won't argue with you, but tell me, Alyssa, if you can't dream of a better world and imagine it, if you can't try to achieve it, what do you want to do in life then? Like what? Just go around aimlessly, getting paid to kill monsters? Is that the peak of your life, the peak of your ambition?
I mean, I do want to help people. I want to save them from monsters. I want to and make a better life for them. But till now, it doesn't seem that way, and
At this
it
point,
seems
you can see the door opening as Zara and Ludmila walk in to spot Oscar and Alyssa sitting down and chatting.
Alyssa, we need to talk.
there you are. Yeah, sure. What's going on?
Do we still have access to those rooms, or do we not? That's what I
What
actually
rooms?
ask.
The bar, you mean?
No, the ones we were sleeping in because we paid for rooms.
Did you pay? Yeah, did you pay for rooms last
yeah.
time? Then
Yeah, which is why we only have. Yeah.
Then yeah, I would say I think you paid for one room. I think you paid for literally one room.
Yeah, we're poor, Grunt.
Yeah. So
Ugh.
yeah. Oscar suddenly kind of like as he sees you two, pats you up, listen, and says, "Ah, well, I guess. Listen. Thank you. Listen, I have to. It's a working man world out there, and can't lounge around taking breaks forever. Hey, Zara, Ludmila, fancy seeing you two here. I was just leaving. Have a wonderful day, you three." And she just like immediately fucking slinks off.
Zara's eyes have not left Alyssa's face, basically. Come upstairs. We have rooms. We could talk there.
Sure.
All three of you head into the smallish room. Well, I guess two of you can sit on the bed and one can sit on the floor.
Zara's just pacing right now.
So, what do you wanted to talk about?
Is there anything you have to tell us, Alyssa? You've been gone for, I think, was it 1 night, Grunt? 2 nights?
Yeah, a night and a day, basically.
You've been gone an entire day. We left you a note to come back here, but seems you were doing something else.
I mean, I was busy. I just got a job, made some money. Got us a little bit out of debt, I heard.
What was this job, Alyssa?
I guess it's just simple in and out. Getting something.
Getting something. Okay then. Seems you're not going to tell me. Did it have to do with going to the mage's tower or whatever? Going into Yakov's office, stealing a prize book from him, a journal at that, and walking right out?
Do you know about that?
Oh, everyone knows about it apparently. They're fully aware it was you and that you took something from them, and they're pretty, well, you can understand their reaction.
I can't imagine.
So, what the fuck were you thinking, Alyssa? What? We talked about this. We can't be. Explain, please. Make me understand.
I mean, when we split off, I was just crawling through the markets, and a man approached me and just said he had an easy way to make money. Just a tournament. I agreed because we need the money. So, when I thought I got there, it turns out it was Plavot.
Let me guess. He demanded that you go to the Wizard's Tower to steal a book for some reason, and you said yes for some reason.
It would seem that way, yes.
Why? Did he threaten you? Did he use a spell on you?
Be honest, no.
So
I
why?
mean, we need the money, and I mean it was just a book. But
No.
some diseases
Alyssa, not from him. We shouldn't even trust that man for the first thing. And it was to steal from a mage that we're trying to work with. We cannot afford mistakes, Alyssa.
I didn't thought someone would see it or it get out.
And a mage tower where mages are paranoid, powerful beings who also get pretty petty about their stuff being touched?
It was dumb, yes, I agree.
Why would you trust him? And now you've taken your name's on the mud right now because of this.
I mean, he told me I could save a couple of lives.
And you believed him because...
Yes, out of my heart. I don't know why. And I shouldn't have trusted him, but I did. And I still believe he's gonna do something good with it. And I'm gonna stand for my mistake. Or maybe we saved someone with this. We don't know what the mages used it for.
Yes, Alyssa, I understand. The mages are monsters. We've lived with them, we've grown up with them, we've been molded by them. I understand that. But that does not make this Blavette fellow our ally either. He would just as easily kill us all and have our corpses hanged from the rafters, I bet, as well as anyone else. And now we are the ones in trouble holding the blame.
I mean, you had nothing to do with it. It was only me.
Well, when we went looking for you because there was a note left saying you were there, Yokov demanded that the book will be returned. Especially since we're working with him to stop a cult. Have you forgotten that?
No.
And what if you ever gotten caught? Would it Blah have even cared to rescue you?
Probably not, but I got out unharmed. No one noticed that I went out. I mean, just a book being missing.
Well, is there a way to get the book back?
I don't know.
Well, very well then. We'll go back to the Mage's Tower, explain that this Blavat fellow has coerced you to steal from them under the guise of some sob story, and maybe we'll save some further reputation, because I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work out for us, Alyssa.
You mean we could just leave the town and take the cult thing on our own?
Alyssa, it's not just the cult, it's us working with the reputation of mages that Hedovas has already put his neck out for. It's us walking away from a job after we stole from them. Because regardless if you did it, you are part of us. Do you think there will be no consequences for this, for us?
I didn't think about that.
Zara looks like really tired as she just kind of slinks a little bit back to the wall of the door for the room. What are we going to do now?
You know where Blowout's last location is? Maybe we can still catch him.
He's a man of magic. I don't think he'll be easy enough to be caught. And he also has powerful friends. We cannot... Maybe he can get what he needs from the book and return it.
I mean, possible.
We have to try at the very least. This can only be trouble for us. I
am sorry, guys.
It's fine. There's nothing to be done with it now. Lumina is now known as the Wildcat, who's failed the job, and now we're in debt, telling to deal with that. You've stolen from the mages, but I'll do something just as bad next time.
I guess we're gonna be famous just for failing.
No, we need to clean up our messes. I'm not having this be. I refuse. We're gonna get this fixed to the best of our abilities and get this job done. All of them. Agreed?
Agreed.
Well, let's go meet your Blavat and see if we can have a conversation that doesn't end with us getting, well, the short end of the stick again.
Yes.
We're gonna walk out, and Alyssa, you're gonna lead them to where you know his hiding place is.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean, you walk up the door. Do you open it? Do you knock? What do you do?
She would knock.
You like see it after a few moments slightly open as you see Blavat kind of peeking out.
You got a minute?
I believe our business was concluded.
You know, I got a new business for you. May we come in?
No. As he like looked at the other two behind you, I think we'll be chatting just like this.
Very well, this works just as well. We need the book to be returned.
No.
Wow.
And to just get the information out of there, write it down somewhere else.
It's gonna take some time for that.
Well, because of you and this job that you had Alyssa do, the wizards are aware that it was her. And they want what was returned back to them or else. So unless you want us to put your name on this whole blame game here, we can come up with the compromises and get us all heads rolling. Yes?
So just tell them that it's looking out for me, trying to hunt me down, and should be gone by the end of the week. Then you can return the book.
I just was gonna look at Sarah.
And how do I know you won't just absconder with the book and run out of town and leaving us here with nothing to show for it?
And information inside, not the paper it's written on.
Can I roll a wits to see if he's lying, or should I roll something else just to see if he's lying to me?
You can roll me heart, I guess, but you know Zara that one, yeah, like I doesn't necessarily need he just needs the information, but Zara, I don't think Yakov was gonna be like, yeah, sure, just take a week.
Yeah, that's what I was like. This is
That's gonna fuck up that relation.
yeah, which is you put us in a predicament here. You want us to allow to the wizards to ensure that very well. How long will it take you?
Like I said, a few days at the very least.
Very well.
Say it's a complicated book. Takes time.
Of course. A few days. She steps back, essentially.
Close the door if none of you have anything else to say.
I don't think Zara is good at the very least.
That relationship with Yakov is busted.
Yeah. Alyssa, in the future, I assume we're walking away.
Yeah.
When a man like that offers you a job, just say no.
Yeah. I learned that.
Oh, we can go to Yakov and explain to him the wild tale of us chasing down a scoundrel, or we can go do the other job and come back and do the same thing. What do you all think?
Let's do the other job. We can tell them that maybe like we're busy tracking.
Very well. Let's go let's catch ourselves a wolf. Something that we actually can do.
Yeah, Oscar told me. A werewolf?
Yes, the Marinov family had spiraled into a werewolf creature, apparently. And we're trying to ensure it doesn't hunt anyone else. If it can be spoken with, I would like to have a conversation, but if not, well, it's still a dangerous creature.
So we're gonna capture it?
If possible, but the goal is to ensure it does not hurt anyone else. So ultimately, if you had to choose between capture and killing it will be one I would prefer.
Got it.
Now, Lumina also doesn't have a weapon, so she's been using mine this entire time.
Wait, don't... Where's your weapon?
Oh, yes, the Wildcat scenario. She's been getting some titles. That fight that she lost made it so her armor and weapons were taken from her. As collateral, apparently.
Awesome. So what do you fight with?
She's been using my hammer. She's been quite good with it.
Great.
Zara,
Awesome.
Zara does not, in fact, have a weapon.
Okay. So we are just two fighters now?
Huh?
She can do some mean magic.
I'm not entirely useless.
I've
Actually,
never
I
said
might
you're
say
useless.
she's better with her magic than with her hammer.
Wow. I'm not gonna take
That
that
was
to heart.
good. Yes.
I just made you a compliment.
Yeah.
That shit was awesome. Without your fireball, or like the fire and the dart sign, we would not have beaten that werewolf.
So
Wow.
what now?
We'll explain what to you with while we get to where we last fought the creature. It's a very short tale, surprisingly enough.
Let's go.
Yeah, on the way there, they would just tell you that we went off to we went for the Marinov. Like I said, we went to go save their daughter Sylvia. Found who was out an alchemist. We followed her trail. Found that abandoned place. Found her in a secret little entrance in the ground, and apparently some guy walked in and transformed into a werewolf. Was trying to get into the house. We stepped outside to use ourselves as a distraction. Zara used her magic, and Lumina used the weapon to try to fight the thing. It wasn't until we threw silver on it that it actually caused any big damage. Was able to regenerate because it was regenerating when we were fighting it. And well, sadly, it ran off before we could even try to stop it. So it probably more likely regenerated again. So it's gonna be probably at full health, possibly, and maybe pissed off.
Sounds awesome. What about the girl?
Oh, she was badly damaged, but seemed to be all right, though shaken. We did try to go and check on her, but she seems to be doing well. Watched for her by her parents. We have no idea if she's has the disease, but seems to be okay right now. We plan to check on her again once we figure this whole thing out, but she might just be fine.
Okay.
And of course, what was the other thing? It says she knew to through so she's the one who gave Oscar that thing that she was able to throw onto the werewolf that made it so we were able to fight it really easily enough. So there's a little bit of questions in that, but right now we have to deal with this bigger problem.
It is quite late in the evening, so unless you plan on venturing into the wilderness at night.
We might not want to hunt it at the nighttime then, because it may kick our asses in a much better environment. So, what do? We can go back to the Wizard's Tower to explain to them, or we can do that in the morning as well instead. We still have to deal with this fight that's going to be coming up eventually to pay off the debts that Lumina had acquired.
Yeah, it seems like I'm off one day and so many things happen.
Yes, apparently. Yeah, 2 days. 2
days.
days.
Like half responsible for those. So yeah, we'll go back, I presume, then to the cheap tavern.
Yeah.
And the barmaid would provide you some food, some drink for the evening. You'll pay for another night. Are you all three just gonna fucking sit like sardines in that bed?
Front, we have no money. What else are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
And this is gonna sleep on the floor if necessary.
We can sleep in the gutter if you want. That'll work out for us.
Well, yeah, just there as you're kind of like eating dinner. Oscar walks in, looking at the three of you, sits down at the table. So, how did your day go?
Shit. How was your day?
Ah, it was wonderful. To make more friends, talk to a few people.
That's good then.
Can I insight Oscar?
Yeah, you can get a heart roll. Seems fine.
Got it.
By the way, Alyssa, feel free to reset your momentum back to 2 because you're done with the Blavat shit.
Oh, okay.
Because unlike certain people here, I am an optimist, and well, people appreciate.
Well, that's wonderful. At the very least, I think your job requires optimism. Ours just require to be a bit more pragmatic.
I'm like grimaces a bit, but doesn't say anything. Ah, yeah, it kind of takes a couple of moments, but then he clearly can't keep it in his. Well, seems to me like you can do boasting just fine, though.
Sarah's gonna pause. I assume we're eating gruel right now.
Yeah.
And she kind of like gives a raised eyebrow before just going back to her soup gruel. Well, at the very least, we've learned a couple things, haven't we all, gang?
The world is dark, but you can be the light that changes things.
Oh, Oscar. No.
I mean, there's a possibility, but definitely no, not today.
How about trust? And if someone shows you their spots, then they're never going to change their spots. Yes? I think that's a lesson to be learned.
Yes.
Right, Ludmina?
Hmm?
It's like, I bet you Ludmina's just like not even paying attention to this conversation.
Mina's keeping silent. Listen, she's keeping paying attention, but she.
You know what? I'm gonna go to bed. I'll see you upstairs.
God, you're all sleeping in the same room still? Ooh.
It's sadly enough, it is familiar to us, so it's not like it's a new thing.
To each his own, I guess.
At least it pours on the rest of the gruel before just getting up, going to bed.
Good night.
See you in the morning.
Well, no, you're gonna
See ya.
see them later because they're all gonna fucking waltz into your own room.
I'll be knocked out, don't worry. I can sleep through that shifting bed.
Yeah, well, the two of you with Oscar now at the table.
Got the word around.
Yes, definitely.
So
It's gonna be a large crowd.
good. So are there gonna be bets involved and everything?
Absolutely.
Are we gonna get into more debt
Well,
if we lose?
no, because you don't put any money in.
Good.
I don't think they would accept more bets from you. Oh. Maybe they would, but I
Understandable.
don't think you want. I think
No, we don't.
you have a bad history putting down bets.
Yeah, probably for the best, yes.
Fine, I believe in you. You should be doing. You're gonna do fine.
Yeah. Definitely, yes. Keep the positivity running. Yeah. What mean you're doing, right?
Oh yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. What you think? It's just moving forward. It's just fuck ups. Stuff happens. Like that's what they always say. Like the first year is the worst.
It's fine, Ludmina. Sometimes you lose. It's quite alright.
Yep. Maybe I boasted a bit too much. Maybe I up myself a bit too much. I guess.
Certainly did.
That's part of.
We learn more in defeat than we do in victory.
Just gotta stand up and keep going. Yeah. No point in sulking about.
Yes.
So did anything went wrong during the fight? Or just pure?
Got her teeth kicked in. Kind of like they're gonna like catch himself as he says that. You know what? I'll let you talk about this. I'm gonna find myself a nice bottle of rum and just go.
I think I also need some rest.
You know about the you think you got some spare for me?
He looks at you and says, "Could maybe, but I've been told by certain people that world revolves around money."
Not today. Just gonna put on a big smile.
Let's be careful of money, though. We don't have much.
I mean, I just got some. Why not spend a little? Just a little.
Well, I am as poor as the rest of you, if not poorer. So if you want to split the cost, I'll split the bottle.
You got yourself a deal.
Hand him a couple of crowns. Waltz up to the bar and just buy himself the drinks. Sure, if Lumina is gonna stay, as the two of them will get drunk.
No. The reason that she wants to rest. She doesn't want to ruin the mood. There's no point just sitting here, fucking like being quiet.
So yeah, you just gonna get up before Oscar comes back with the drink. Oscar will put down the bottle and two cups, and yeah, I mean he's gonna be drinking up with you all night until you all he is gonna fall asleep at the table.
I mean, I don't know where his room is, so
Does he even have a room? Who knows? You can roll me an endure harm, Alyssa.
yes.
Blacked out drunk. Ah, you're fine. Constitution can easily handle this sort of shit. As will eventually also head out, leaving him alone. As it's early in the morning, Zara, as you awaken. You hear the loud snoring of Alyssa. And the smell of rum.
Yeah, she probably just like groans before pushing herself up and seeing if Alyssa's around at the very least.
She is. She's literally on the floor, sleeping, snoring loudly.
Gotcha. Says, okay, up, all of you. We have work to get done.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Do we
Oh,
need to get out now?
Why do you smell like a tankard?
It may have been a long night. Too long.
Were you out drinking right now?
I mean, maybe. I mean, Paul just was there and he had a little chit chat with Oscar.
She just looks at you in pure disbelief before rage takes over, before she just like shuts herself down for a second. Okay. You're gonna get up, going to wash your face, get yourself together, because we have 2 objectives today. 1, hunt down a wolf. 2, lie to a mage about a fuck up that has happened. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
I don't want no more deals. No more quick schemes. At least not by yourselves. Can we at least promise that?
Never again.
Never again.
If a bot shows up, turn around if you have to. If some man decides to give you a job for a quick buck, we'll discuss it together. We are on knife's edge, people. And I'm gonna say it. If I had to snuggle one of you one more time in a room, I'm going to scream. Now, happy faces, everyone. We have a long day ahead of us.
you head down. You just see Oscar just in one of the corners on the bench, just sleeping.
Can we afford food right now is my question.
Yeah. Although at this point, I'll say that Alyssa,
Yes.
feel free to. I'll say so. You need. I'll equivalent all your supplies now. So you should all have just 2 supplies, right? That's
Yeah, I think so.
So you all have 2 supplies. And that is it. Accumulative funds
Gotcha.
between well, Alyssa, what Alyssa was paid. Because while Blavat did give you a small coin pouch, it was actually just like higher currency, so we'll just fix that. Wait, you had 1 supply?
Yeah, we only had one supply.
one supply, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we only had 1 supply. We have nothing. We are poor.
Never mind then. What the fuck am I smoking? No, you all have 1 supply. Get back down.
Okay, yeah.
But
Damn.
yeah, that's yeah. You still have some money for some shit meals. Yesterday's
Fun.
food leftovers.
Yes. Oh,
We're not gonna enjoy luxury here. Like, fuck that.
Hey, listen. At least you slept in the room. Oscar is sleeping out here on the fucking benches.
look, Austin doesn't want to hang out with us in a 1 bedroom. I think he preferred it.
Oh yeah,
No.
Oscar. I think Oscar will fuck off once this thing is done. Oscar, I think, had enough of this comedy troupe.
Oscar is not sleeping with anyone in anywhere close to him.
Understandable.
Yeah, you get some early breakfast. Eat. If there's any conversations you would like to have.
I think Zara is just silently munching her food.
Yeah,
She looks
Lubina.
very-
Yeah,
yes.
Lubina ain't talking. Yeah.
We're big mad right now.
Yeah, this is just gonna eat.
Eventually, he's gonna rouse. You're like the only ones here right now. He kind of like rubs his eyes, look at you, and says, "Oh, thought I slept badly." Drag himself up to your table. Smells quite inviting.
Just slide him a piece of bread or something.
Ah, he's gonna take it with the gratitude in his eye and start munching on it.
We understand who Oscar is.
Why the long faces, though?
Reminiscing about choices made.
Don't turn into Ludmina now, Zara. You asked. Listen, me and Lisa had a great time last night. We drank, we had some fun.
Yeah, we don't have it now. Because we are serious.
Listen, that drink, that's a special import. The world is bigger than what you can see now. Don't you? Imagine that drink had to travel all the way from the south. Months, maybe months and months on the ship. Who even knows?
Of course, it's made a long journey.
What does that tell you about the world?
The world is big and vast, Oscar.
And beautiful. It's meant to be enjoyed.
Of course. Wow. The world doesn't run on hopes and dreams and beauty. The world runs on work.
But it
And we
does,
have-
though. It does. You see, you are wrong here. You are absolutely wrong. Everything, the money, this obsession you have with gold coins, just, they're stuff. They mean nothing without hopes and the dreams.
Wow. Oscar, I'll leave the beautiful canvas of the world to you. It is your, well, you seem very eloquent with it. We have things to finish today. Most of them unpleasant, but it will be done.
Anything I can help out with?
You don't want to. I promise you. We have a,
Man of
A
many
mage.
skills.
well, with a mage to speak to try to plead forgiveness for a wrong done to him. And we have a wolf to catch. And I don't think you want to deal with either.
Mage, you say?
Yes. It seems property has been taken from him, and he's accused us of such a deed.
Well, are you responsible? Did you actually steal from a mage?
Well,
We,
answers
we
that.
both look at Alyssa. We both start.
Sorry, Alyssa.
I mean, I might have borrowed something.
What did you steal, though?
Just a book.
Ugh. Very dull.
I mean, not much I know about it. Just about diseases. And it would have saved a lot of lives. And probably hopefully will.
Hmm. Maybe I can help. See, mages are little schemers, all of them. You have reputations to maintain.
The problem is we need to cooperate with this mage for another thing. And if the scheme involves fucking that guy over or making him angry, we need him for something else. We need to be in his good graces.
You'll look at you, Alyssa, and says, was it really to save lives?
I mean, as far as I know, yes.
Just to make your point, Zara, to showcase you that the world runs. The world needs hopes and dreams. And to you, Alyssa, to see that not everything is about money. Pull some strings. Now this mage you stole, he might still hate you, but I still have to work with you.
I mean, I can live with that.
Pull some strings. Oscar, what exactly does that mean?
Have Caesar, I tend to make friends wherever I go.
Yes. There's a
Coins
cost to that.
don't buy loyalty. Coins are just a sad excuse for a working relationship. Favors, though, trust. Mutual relationships that rely on one another. Now, those are the true currency of the world.
Oscar, what exactly is this going to cost you?
That's my problem.
No, it's going to be our problem.
I mean, we don't want you to get hurt.
I'm not gonna get hurt. Listen,
But?
I did favors for many people, and I do have a mage friend. Probably can have him some strings pulled.
But you have to promise us that as soon as it gets dangerous, you're gonna get out of it.
Of course, of course. But I will warn you, mages are quite petty and they live a long, long time.
Oh, boy, do we know it.
Yeah.
Then I need to... I borrow some money to get some proper bath, because I don't think she will like to see me like this.
How much? We only have one coin left, right, Grunt?
Yeah, one supply.
Yeah. I think it will be fine. Give it to Oscar unless you guys say otherwise, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, so you give him your last coins and he'll nod and take his leave. Taking a bath and a long time.
Honey, can you please stop the wizard? Can you please stop the wizard to stop?
Tell him to stop.
They already suffer. They already are pathetic enough.
Yeah. And I guess you can hunt the werewolf in peace.
Come on, guys, let's go on a werewolf hunt. It's gonna be fun. Why are you laughing, Grunt? Don't do that.
This is the suffering game, right? There's no happiness here. There's only depression.
Oh God, every day.
This is the. I love this game. This
What do you mean?
absolute suffering. No happiness at all. Suffering. I love this game so much.
I'm happy you're having
Listen,
fun.
Oscar wants to be happy. Wants other
Yeah.
people to be happy.
He wants other people. Yeah, he fucking hates himself so much. He's like me for real.
So, finish your breakfast as you head out to hunt the wolf.
Yeah, let's go hunt a wolf, guys. Let's go have some fun.
Yay!
Someone give me a gather information if you manage to pick up any trail.
Who wants to do the roll?
No, the highest stats. We cannot afford fuck ups here.
Oh yeah, we took that.
We will
Yeah.
not afford fuck ups here.
Wait, you're gonna do it.
Okay, I forgot. Sorry. I rolled a weak hit.
As you'll start walking out, start venturing into the wilderness, and well, as you go back to the fight, like the place where the fighting happened, those abandoned huts, you do kind of start picking up a trail through the forest. As well, presumably you'll be wandering deep in, trying to follow it, right?
I think so. Keep an eye out. I think we can show Alyssa the place where the werewolf was, so she can get a good look at it too.
Yeah, no, like the house looks absolutely fucking bulldozed. Like several trees fell onto it. It looks mostly quite horrifying if you can imagine a creature being able to punch with that sort of strength. As
So,
yeah, you'll pick up the trail, the forest, continue to venture in. There's quite a lot of blood, at least in the first part, that you can notice, making it easy to follow. As know what? Roll the week. As you venture deep into the forest, eventually the trail kind of it's covered, as seemingly that it becomes harder and harder to navigate through without losing your way. As you reach a point, just see the Ludmila, you recognize the man because you've seen him, or rather, well, corpse, as it is just lying in the dirt.
Does he look damaged at all? Does he look
He looks quite
covered in
fucked
wounds?
up. He looks claw marks, as the flesh has been rended many places. Can like turn him over if you want, and Ludmila, that is the man you saw in the house.
Shit, that's a werewolf.
I don't think we did all this damage last time.
No, it doesn't look like swords. It doesn't look. These are these like animal more like a. These don't look like actually. How the fuck would it even translate to a body? Lumina has no fucking idea. Maybe Lumina would say, maybe it was us. Maybe he bled out from the wounds. Maybe these are the swords.
Yeah, you can give me a gather information.
How looks Zara? Zara's the expert. She doesn't know what how would wounds translate from the werewolf body to the human body.
Oh, let's see if I can get anything. Ah, no. Someone else want to try?
Nah.
I can only assume.
Lumina is
No.
not enough well read. She's not well read in medicine enough to fucking figure this out. She kind of.
Yeah, so you can like glance at it, like it's definitely doesn't look like cuts. It looks like something fucking ripped into him. And there's also these sort of fucking large holes that almost as if he's been skewered by something.
Maybe another arrival of a pack or something. I don't know. Maybe another monster. Maybe coincidentally he ran across another monster. Would be unlikely, but might have happened.
Possibly as well. It was weakened, and its wounds were regenerated. He just got far enough away to maybe get ambushed.
Maybe he ran across some drowned. Actually, ghouls. Maybe perhaps. Actually, I'm not sure what would run across you. Maybe like a lich. I don't know.
Oh, had to have not been after our fight, so see if there's any tracks, anything of interest that may lead us to somewhere else, possibly. Spread out.
I'm gonna
I don't
take
think-
that one.
I don't think he has a wallet, so.
He did look very. he. I think he only has like a fucking dirty rags. He doesn't have pockets. I don't.
Are you gonna actually?
I'm gonna check him like investigate. I assume for
Yeah,
like stuff.
so
Maybe he has
yeah.
something.
I'll say this: you check him out. Does have something that looks much more clean than the rags he was wearing, and it was kind of like stashed in one of the pockets. It's a white handkerchief, stained with blood. His blood, someone else's blood, you're not really sure, but it's definitely in a better condition than like the rest of his clothes.
I'm not sure. Is there any? There's nothing you marking. No markings or unique signature on the handkerchief, right?
No, but it is like it's well embroidered. It looks like
Completely clean, no dirt at all, no nothing. Except like the blood.
it's not completely clean. It's much
Okay.
cleaner and it's a much better condition than the rest of him,
Mhm.
the rest of his clothes.
Yeah, well, I'm asking about like whether like how long was it in here?
You don't know how long it was in here. How would you be able to tell?
Okay, no, I'm not asking that. Okay, but basically, it's well more maintained than his clothes.
Yes. And it also looks much more expensive than his clothes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It basically is asking whether it was like a fucking broken handkerchief or like factory made or like freshly sewn.
Well,
That
there's
we
no
have a-
factories, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, you know what I mean. Like,
The children haven't yearned for the
Yeah.
mine just yet, so. Well, it looks like he had someone's favor or stole it, possibly. Maybe he got explain his, well, a theory. She's gonna check the handkerchief carefully, of course. I know we don't have forensics in this universe, but she would like to cue it with care.
maybe kept a memorandum from.
And just be careful. No one's gonna follow us because we got it.
Oh, we can just look around, see if there's any tracks that may lead anywhere else. If nothing else. Worst comes to worst, we still have one last lead.
Yes, that's true. Yes.
Spend time looking around a bit of the area, immediate area, Grunt.
roll me another gather information.
Okay,
And
now.
since you're all doing this, I'll give you like a +1 to it.
Okay. Do you guys want me to roll, or you want to roll?
Yes.
Okay.
No, we're not gonna fuck around with our +1 rolls.
All right, guys. I feel like I should still ask.
Yeah, so you all kind of look around and definitely see that there's like sites. This place is clearly the site of a battle, but be sure against like what? This thing was big enough on its own when it was transformed, so it is like there's definitely like broken branches and like small twigs, and the ground has been turned around. But you don't spot anything else.
I guess that confirms the theory that he ran across something. Not
Hmm.
exactly sure what. But maybe there was another contract in another city. Maybe a mercenary company hunted them also down at the same time.
Don't think. Maybe it's pride speaking, but I don't think a mercenary company would do this. At least we're
Why-
not boasting about it.
Right. Well, to be fair, we did kind of fuck him up.
Possibly, but he was
It might have been also another monster.
a day
We could've-
passed
could've-
and he didn't have time to heal or regenerate. It looks like they caught him almost after our fight.
It was just suggestion. It might have also been a monster or something. Maybe
Possibly.
it was another werewolf. I don't know. Maybe that's territorial. Maybe he ran across the invisible line.
Did anyone know that you were fighting it, or were after it?
There were only two other people that we are aware of, Sylvia and Oscar. So unless the Marinov family decided to hunt it on its own, even though they know we were going after it, which is a possibility. But I don't know enough about werewolves to see exactly how long he was here before he was killed. They have regenerative properties, and it wasn't only until the silver was put on his body that he couldn't regenerate. Which is why I think the timetable had to be after he ran off. Before he had time to fully heal back up. Because is our burn wounds still there from when we lit him on fire, as
Yes.
well as everything else? So yeah. So, after he escaped our grasp, it had to be the same, around the same time, or a little bit afterwards. Heck, maybe if we had followed after, we would have saw the fight that appeared, possibly. But like I said, I don't have enough evidence or information about werewolf anatomy to say for certain.
I mean, Oscar was doing his job, so I guess it couldn't be him.
I'm pretty certain it was an Oscar.
Let's go talk with the Marinov family. Maybe gather some hints there. Maybe there's something we missed. We can stay out here and wander around the forest until we find whatever else fought it, but
I think we got as much leads as we're gonna get. At least we can tell them that the probable kidnapper is dead.
There's still so many questions I have, and no answers.
Not exactly a clean conclusion, definitely not.
Come on then, let's head back before it's too dark.
Well, as yeah, by the time you make it back to the city, it is early night, around like at 10 p.m. Well, you can drop by the Marivnos and let them know.
Yeah, we're gonna tell them about the situation, I guess. I suppose. Yeah.
The three of you knock at the closed store door, and the father would open the door for you and welcome you inside. Cheers, welcome. Any news?
Well, we found the werewolf remains. The person or thing that attacked Sylvia is dead.
Good. Means hopefully that won't have such incidents in the future. You've prevented other people from being attacked.
Yes. I wanted to know if this looks familiar at all to you. She produced the handkerchief for him.
And
Well,
yeah,
why don't you give me a witch roll, or a heart roll? All of you if you want, or
Sure, I'll get to
or one of
Yeah.
you can roll and I'll give him a plus too.
yeah, maybe let's do that better.
Never
Oh.
mind. There we go.
I'm
Zara
sorry.
already succeeded. Zara, there's like definitely like a moment of recognition. You know, she can, no, looks well made, I guess.
Do you know any man that? Oh, sorry.
Maybe some of the maids here in town. I've seen other handkerchiefs like it.
I see.
Do you know any man that, and I described the appearance of the werewolf?
The appearance is very hard to describe. His face was in fact like
Completely
fucked
torn up.
up. Yeah, like
I'm sorry.
Like the only reason you kind of were able to identify him was not
Okay, got
necessarily
it.
by the face, but was like the body, the clothing,
From the burn wounds.
the
Yeah.
burn wounds. Yeah, like all
Got
of
it. Okay, never mind. Then scratch that. I'm sorry for that.
you can still attempt it, but he'll kind of just
Yeah, I'll still
shake
try to ask
his-
if he recognize if he thinks of any man, if many man comes up or something.
No.
How is Sylvia?
Recovering much better than yesterday. I think it will take more time for her to mentally come back from
I
this,
see.
but at least physically, I think she's fine by the end of the week.
That is wonderful then. Is it possible she'd be alright to see visitors?
Sure. Right now?
Yes, I apologize. I know it's a bit late, but I want to ensure she is alright. An attack by such a creature can leave long-lasting damage if one is not careful.
He'll nod. As he'll take you upstairs. As he'll open the door. We'll walk in. She is sleeping in the bed. He'll wake her up gently. She kind of rubs her eyes a bit, looks at all of you. Her father will tell him, Sylvia, I just want to ask you a few more questions. You are all right. She nods as she stands up a bit. Must excuse me, I won't still feel a bit weakened. How can I help you?
It's wonderful to meet you in a much better state, Sylvia. I'm not too sure how much you remember from everything.
remember some parts.
Can you go over them with me at all? I don't want to cause you any pain, of course.
Is this necessary though? Not feeling
To
it
ensure-
right now.
Well, we want to make
No.
sure this is. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Roll me a heart roll. Who wants to roll a heart roll?
Who has more than 2, baby?
I got 2.
A glorious one.
Well, then you roll another +2 to it. Actually, no, you can all roll me heart. You don't get to assist each other like this. So just all roll me. It's fine.
Oh, good. It's okay.
Ah, perfect. This is
Yeah,
it represents the emotional intelligence of the group.
Alyssa, you think she's just doesn't seem to be that interested in talking to you. She is definitely amping up some of those sobs. As she looks at you and says, "Is this really like necessary right now? I don't want to think about it too much."
I'm very sorry, but there's a lot of holes in the story. We want to ensure there's not an attack like this can happen again. It seems the creature who hurt you is dead, but that may mean there are more wolves. Possibly a territorial dispute, possibly a number of things, and we want to make sure no one else gets hurt.
Of course. Anything I can do to assist you?
Yes. You said, from what your father and mother told us, that you went off to gather materials for some project you were doing. Yes.
A lot of herbs and woodlands.
And you went by yourself with no escort. Usually, you are something that you were familiar with. Yes.
Woods are not dangerous. Well, they weren't dangerous before. Never needed an escort until now.
Very well. You said you were in the forest for a bit, but what happened after that?
As much as I can remember, I heard something. I guess someone must have attacked me because I lost consciousness, and after I awoken, I was already tied up and bound into that horrible basement.
And
There was the man. He kept making demands out of me, but I can't understand what he talking about. Raving at me, hitting me. It was horrible.
do you remember exactly who was saying to you?
I think he was asking about my family and money. He wanted to know if I had anything valuable inside the house.
Grunt. Would it be all right for me to try to roll an insight on her on this part?
I think you already rolled one. This is like
Gotcha. Yeah, I was just saying. Okay.
not the best lie you would have heard.
And how long did you stay in that house then? Do you know? Were you able to keep track at all?
Shakes his head. I never saw the sun. I don't know how much time passed.
And you never went upstairs at all? You just only remember being in that room?
Nods.
What's the I assume the dad's here. Like,
Yes.
she's taking a glance at him. What exactly is his face looking like while this is going on?
He is not happy with you interrogating his daughter, but other than that, he is sort
Sure.
of expecting you to just leave.
And, well, at the very least, your quick thinking did save our lives in that fight. How did you know to use silver on the creature?
Was one of the mages. talked a bit and told me that there's a harmful substance to lycanthropes. And well, I use silver dust for 2 concoctions and some. Well, trying to make sort of a explosive, but one that uses wonderful colors. Silver dust is a ingredient I often use.
And this doesn't look familiar to you at all. She produces the handkerchief.
Yeah, no, she kind of shakes her head.
It seems you've gone through a terrible ordeal. I'm so sorry that you had to suffer like that.
Thank you for rescuing me. I'll never forget this.
Yes. I'm sorry. We'll try to keep an eye out for any others. We may, of course, inform the city guards, but we will try to make sure your name isn't mentioned as best we can.
Thank you. As the father would lead you out back downstairs, he'll go behind the counter and pull out this large bag of coins as he Witcher's.
Alyssa would have stayed up if she would be allowed.
The fuck no.
What?
Now her baby girl.
What's down here now? Let's not anger the rich noble family.
I'll
okay,
just
okay.
stay in the room with your daughter, sir. Please leave.
It's just to thank her for
No.
saving her comrades. Okay.
He will just look at you as you all have to exit the room before he leaves as well.
Oh, okay. Worth a try.
I appreciate the
Yeah,
slide in there.
you can break it later.
Like
Nice.
I love it.
As yeah, you can all add +2 supply as you'll maybe take your money.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, thank fuck we took the money. Okay. Now I can let's okay.
Don't worry about it. We have no justifiable reason to attack these people. It's fine.
Yeah, no, fuck. Let's not anger the noble merchant family.
Max
the-
sweating in the
and-
corner,
and
like, please, guys, please.
Money. Just pay me and I'll just the other way. Just money.
Look, we have outside of forcing these people to tell us, we really don't have much in the way of information
No,
here.
but
Yeah,
her story is like so
It's
fucking
yeah,
full
no,
of
it's sus.
holes.
No,
It
it's
is,
obvious.
it
It's obvious this is sus, but also we need to deal with the cult. We have an angry mage. We have the cage fight coming up.
Look, her
We have a
clothes were
lot of
found.
shit.
Her clothes are found in the hut. It was already like someone was already there and living there. Like, look, there are holes there. But
Yeah,
goddamn it.
yeah. We all know this is fucking sus as shit, man.
It hurts me. Thank you, old man Marinov.
Thank you for your service and shut the door behind you.
I wonder where the wife was at. I guess she was sleeping.
Probably. Again,
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
So how much of that you think was actually true as we're kind of walking away, I assume?
Honestly, no. Maybe perhaps the walking around, her collecting the herbs. Oh, that part maybe was true. I think she might have actually been ambushed. I think,
Possibly
But-
as well.
but I think they might know the gentleman or.
She
Or
said she didn't
gentleman.
remember anything when we found her, but had a convenient story to tell.
Yeah,
The
I think
father.
there's a history between them.
Well, I wonder exactly what that curse this family was supposed to be afflicted with was.
Anyway, at least we got some payment now, and Honestly, we don't have many clues, and I don't want to mess with a wealthy family. We have already enough shit already from this town.
It didn't sit well for me, but we'll keep an eye out as best we can. Yeah.
I mean, the girl looked pretty nice, but I guess I've learned we can't trust anyone.
I think the girls might be innocent. I don't think she did contribute to the curse or whatever. It might be a more family-related thing. They were monster hunters with special gifts.
I mean,
All
she looked pretty
speculation.
sad.
All speculation, not enough evidence.
Exactly. We have very little to go on except this is fishy.
I think we make our way to the tavern, assumably so.
Let's hope Oscar comes through.
You know what? I feel like the lessons we've learned so far is just like one, sometimes you shut the fuck up and don't look too deep into things.
Let's not fuck with the fucking merchants, please.
We're not good. I'm not sure this is a good thing or bad thing for us right now. But every thing we've done has really turned out horrible for us.
This is the depression game. There's only suffering here.
Yeah.
Like we cannot skip the suffering here. This is the point of this game.
So, as you make your way back to the Blue Mermaid, the shitty tavern, shitty inn. We're gonna grab some supper.
Yeah.
Our slop.
Yeah, some slop. Yeah. We need to save money for the journey as well. To get to the fucking cult again once we eventually get out of this fucking city.
You do see Oscar is already there. A wine glass, just maybe not a glass, but a wine bottle nonetheless.
It's like glasses in this place?
As he kind of like looks at you as you enter, kind of waves you at his table. Ah, friends. Why do you all still look so sad?
Comes with the job, sadly.
Sounds like a shit job.
We got paid. I mean, it was the job was definitely wasn't clean, but
Makes me itch.
yeah, but we have enough problems to deal with, and let's not get into more.
Luckily for you, I talked with my friend, and well, let's just say it would be very embarrassing for someone to just sneak into your office and just steal your research and fucking wander off in the middle of the mid Brotherhood's keep. Makes them look quite bad.
Thanks, Oscar, for that.
I don't think he will be pressing the issue with you.
Let's hope he'll at least continue working with us at least.
Oh no, he will hate your guts. I already told you that.
Yeah, I think he was already before. I think at least.
He was already hating your guts before. Now he's probably gonna try and kill you. So
Another mess to deal with.
Don't blame him.
Well, it's one thing to not worry about right now. We only have, well, I'm not too sure when this tournament of yours is to begin, Oscar. We still have our other jobs to do, but so far.
well, like I said, probably by the end of the week.
End of the week.
So is this gonna be like a close combat thing, or?
I have no idea.
Great.
Yeah, and most likely they're gonna shove you down an arena, and I don't know, gods know. Only the gods know what they were gonna bring out to fight with you. I've been told. Claws, fangs, wings, the whole package.
Oh,
Sounds like fun.
look forward to it. Hopefully, if we survive, I get a chance to study whatever they bring in.
Kind of like chuckles a bit as well. No. Well, at the very least, make some alchemists happy around here. I doubt you'll get to chance to study it. You know how valuable some of the know what some people call alchemists?
Mm-hmm.
The butchers of the mage world. Know why? Because most of that shit they put in those little tainted vials, just fucking blood and grime and guts and organs. I've heard so many wild stories. Don't even believe it.
I see. Any interesting wild stories? Anything pertaining to the Marinov family?
Oh god, they're like the gossip of the town usually, but people who claim they make deals with demons, and then there's people who just claim they're just some off-top merchant family with aspirations beyond their station.
I'm surprised they were once high standing, or something rather. Now they're just not.
Well,
Being a wealthy merchant is still something I would
I
consider.
believe, was it one of
Monster
their,
Hunters, I think.
one of their recent ancestors, current head's grandfather, a mage of some repute. Unfortunately, the magical talent didn't pass throughout the bloodline as they hoped. So, well,
I still think being wealthy is still pretty good. Have you looked at their house?
What happened to this great mage ancestor?
died.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see him around, so, or I don't listen. The point is, mages live a long time, and if one dies, like what, a few centuries ago, that probably means he got up to no good.
You're probably right. Zara does not look convinced, but she's just gonna say it.
I have learned my lesson that mages always scheme, always have some sort of. They're just criminals with more power.
They're not entirely all evil.
No,
Methods definitely are.
I suppose there's like a few good apples amongst the trash pile.
Mm.
But even those good apples still have shit smeared onto them.
I mean, you can wipe it off and clean them.
Kind of like lets out a sigh and says, "Can certainly try."
Yes.
I wonder the question comes down to the ends justify the means that was are with most mages.
That's what they all say themselves. That's just before they sacrifice babies and God knows what else. You know? I remember now, you're quite sheltered. Do you know that when you look at a mage, most mages don't. Like, if you see one, he may be 100 years old, right? He just look like he's 20. All of them just spend so much time and just. I remember my friend. She told me that this is quite a big, big thing to enhance your beauty and physical characteristics. Although some of them prefer looking old and wise because it inspires confidence in the peasants. Some of them look feeble, some of them look strong, and it's all just an act. That's why I'm saying it's. Mages, nah. Garbage, most of them.
Well, at the very least, you don't have to really deal with them that much. Outside of your friend.
Count yourselves lucky. Ah, my friend, she's quite alright. I think she hates them about as much as I do.
Mm.
But unlike me, she doesn't have the freedom to just do whatever she wants.
Is she also a mage of some caliber here in the city?
She is I suppose so. I don't think she stays much in Mirth anymore. I'll say this. Her name definitely carries enough weight that.
Found not to her liking, or the mages plus that?
Sorry, you were cut off. Can you repeat that?
Oh, she was just asking, like, does she leave the town because of only the mages specifically, or the city itself as well?
No, I think she just doesn't like the area.
I can't imagine why. It's such a wonderful, quaint place.
Well, apparently, cities further down south are much more pleasant. I think she also likes the sea.
Sound advice, if nothing else.
So is she like a friend or something more?
No. She is the friend.
Okay.
I'll share something embarrassing with you. More like an adoptive parent?
Come again?
Did she find you in a ditch and help you out?
Well, I mean, at some point, yes. About a decade or so ago.
She's taking care of you, I assume?
Oh no, I'm a man of the land. I don't stay in one place, but she did help me out back then, and we've worked together on different occasions.
I see. Now I'm trying to imagine what this woman looks like to have raised you.
She looks way younger than me, which is well.
Huh.
That's why I'm saying she.
Mages have good skincare, I suppose.
He literally just finished a
Yeah,
rant
it's a mage.
explaining to you.
It's a mage thing.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. Like,
That was a joke. I see the true man. It was a joke.
I fucking know he's just fucking explaining what Shabay said. I listen, grunt. Fuck you.
Oh no, sounds to me like you were snoozing again.
How about you suck my cock, grunt? How about I drive over there and put in your fucking mouth?
Yeah, you'll never be able to reach me. There's no roads.
Oh no!
I will climb the Carpathians to get to you.
You, with your German roads, are unprepared for this sort of
That's
experience.
how brave the uncivilized warlord-ridden Romanian lands.
I assume Hidibus looks like 20 years old to the rest of us.
Yeah, Hidibus looks quite young.
Yeah,
I have no idea what's his actual age.
I don't think he would ever tell us either.
100 at
Yeah.
least. Actually, he's pretty. I think he's
not a-
he's nice. That means he must be young. Maybe
How
maybe he's
dare
become
you.
evil with age.
He's not a day over 60. Is it all right to ask her name?
Ah, Ida.
Ida. Well, can you tell us about your not parent, Ida?
Do we really have to talk about her? What got you so curious about this?
Well, it seems someone who raised you. It's important to, in social situations, to ask about the person's life.
She didn't raise me. I was 20.
I heard raised. Did everyone else heard
Oh.
raised?
Yeah, I heard Louise.
I think I heard raised too.
Listen, I was much more reckless when I was young, and
Mm-hmm.
I was in trouble with a local gang in Oxenford. That's my hometown, part of the south from here. And well, I agreed to do a little job for this gang, and I also stole something from a mage. But unlike you, I got caught. So I explained the situation to her. She was understanding. I helped her take care of the gang problem, and since then it's only been a flowery relationship.
Was that before or after she called you son?
Go fuck yourself.
Well, good to know the trouble seems to still find you wherever you go.
I am a man that has known the world on all sides of the street. Left, right, up and down.
Hold it together right there. Well, at the very least, you've led a very exciting life, though I don't think I have the spine for it.
Like I said, unlike mages, I don't live for centuries, so I do have to enjoy my life, actually. Why I'm telling you. Cynicism that kills someone, and it doesn't take too long for it to just rot your core.
Zara just takes a drink out of whatever bottle of whatever we can afford right now.
You mean you can afford a lot of things? The money.
We're drinking the cheapest, man. We're not
We
we're not
live-
spending. We need
we
to
live
still
paycheck
travel
to
back.
paycheck.
Fucking, we need money to travel north. We cannot afford to like fucking get rid of this two supply.
Do we have to travel north, actually? I don't remember that part of our quest line.
Go back to this.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That's why. That's
I
why
don't
we need to.
I thought it was
That's
in Slinmer for some reason. You're right. God damn it. Let's
No,
go
that's
back
why.
there.
That's why we need to fucking money.
Well,
Sounds
now you
cool
know,
to-
know something embarrassing about me. How about I learn something embarrassing about you now?
There's not much to really tell. Our lives were pretty sheltered and boring, as you say.
I think you've experienced the embarrassing part.
Well, since you're so candid, I'll be candid right back.
Mm.
How did you get the? And he kind of like points to like the eye.
He's pointing to Zara.
I mean, yeah, you all have weird fucking cat-like eyes.
Oh,
Nice,
yeah.
nice wizard soup. It was very tasty.
Lumina is not wrong.
It
Wizard
moves your
soup?
stomach. Yeah, it moves your stomach around quite a bit actually, and so the rest of your organs.
Is
It takes a lot.
Is it true what they say that witchers are the product of sorcery then?
kind of glance at both of them before shrugging and nodding. It takes a great deal to make us not with this training, but all manner of things.
Pretty painful.
But we can't tell you the details. Not really.
We'll see about that. I have a incurable yearning for knowledge.
I think Joanna's gonna
Especially
yell
if
at
it's
us.
embarrassing and gossipy.
Joanna's gonna yell at us enough already.
Narrowed eyes at Oscar. Don't you fucking dare, sir.
I will figure. Just you wait. Just you wait.
Good luck with that. So what's your plan after we get out of this town?
I don't know. Wherever the road takes me. Song in my heart. Dream in my head. With a pep in the step. Off I will go. Straight ahead.
Did you give us a riddle bedtime story right there?
Yeah, maybe it needs some work.
Got any specific dream?
Any dreams? Specific one. How specific?
I mean, what do you dream your future to be?
I don't think about the future. I live in the present.
I have a good one. What about dreams of love? Glance at Alyssa.
What do you say, Alyssa? Do you just stare awkwardly now?
Oh! I thought she asked him.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm asking
she looked-
Oscar.
She looked at you. That's a very weird way to phrase that. Okay.
I said it to him, then glanced at Alyssa afterwards, basically.
Love. Truly a cure for the heart and the soul and the body. Not to like.
No one special to your heart at all, Oscar? Man of the road, you've met many people.
Definitely, well, I may be the object of desire for many hearts, but, well, that is just because the heart desires what they cannot have.
I mean, what can't you have? What is so unreachable that you cannot have it?
Imagine you're just a peasant. You live a quiet life. Farm, you tend the fields. Every winter you pack up and, well, twiddle your thumbs for a few months. But a bard, though. A bard travels, he sees, he sings, he goes around. But, well, you see how I live? Most farmers live better than me. They go, they eat. If the crop is good, then they can go through winter fine.
Well, you make many friends at the very least. I'm sure there's other ways your heart is nourished.
My heart is quite fine. Unlike you three, who seem to be in need of hope.
Just gotta keep going. I'm thinking about the mistakes. Can move forward.
Let me flip the table then. Not about you, Zar. Anyone you have your heart set out on?
My books, possibly.
the monster, the vampire. She does look at every monster very deeply and intently.
Every
Vampire.
news.
That's a juicy story right there.
Don't.
I took the dagger and I
God damn
it into your background.
The slow turn my head just made towards you. I swear to God.
It's a
No.
good idea for the future.
No, Ludmila is jesting. There's no vampire. I've not really met one that is friendly, and I do not wish to die, so no.
An enemies to lovers story. That's even better. As he like starts kind of like
A true poet. Thank you,
Yes,
Oscar.
definitely.
starts kind of like rubbing his
Should
chin.
chat about it.
I took the fucking hammer and just broke your kneecap.
We all sleep in the same room. Just remember this, guys. We all sleep in the same room right now.
We can have a pillow fight. I'm in for it.
The ones who have sway with the heart are these two, and nothing else. I rather stick to my facts, my books, and my pragmatism.
He
So,
looks at you, Alyssa, and says, "I think she's being flustered."
I'm not being flustered.
You can be quite fiery, Zara.
I'm not. I'm cool, cold to the touch. Like ice.
You don't sound like it.
Sounds
Sound pretty
like-
hot, just like those flames of
Yes.
yours.
I'm gonna strip you both with my bare hands. I am the one who usually keeps a cool head in most situations. I should be
Yeah, but
steel.
that's, in my experience, people like you, what we call repressed, and that's the moment you can get like let loose.
I am not repressed.
Are you
Maybe-
are you a
maybe-
virgin,
maybe-
Zara?
Clock him right now. Just clock him. Gotta.
Smack him across the table, just and he like
There's a
reels
look.
back.
There's a look on her face when she really wants to. She's not gonna hit him. I feel like I would actually hurt him by mistake. 'Cause there's no such time for such things where we're from. At the very least,
Wait,
how
are
did this
you
turn?
all virgins?
Never had anyone, no. They're too busy slaying monsters.
I mean, we didn't have the time.
More important things to do.
I can already hear it in my head.
Oh
The
god.
young maidens slay monsters, pure of heart and soul. Their bodies
If you can,
dedicated to the work.
I-
If you
Yearned by
continue,
many men, but nobody can actually get to them. I can see it. I can already see it. Gonna
if
be
you're gonna write about it, I'm gonna choke you with my own hands.
Second.
I'll never know it was me. There might be other bards.
Yes. I still know it was you.
You are the only
Keep it
bard
to
we
voice.
speak to.
Then that just paints a good picture. It explains to me why you're also, well, awkward about the subject.
I don't think I'm awkward. I've read a lot of books about it. You'd be surprised how much romance falls for the wizards.
That sounded very awkward, Zara.
It sounded really oh, like you would know, Miss Wildcat.
Rar.
Oh God.
Fine, ladies. One day a man will surely, hopefully, maybe live up to the standards, or maybe not. Maybe years will pass and the ballads will just keep growing.
Yeah, we're just gonna be lonely for our life. Just gotta say it.
Speak for yourself. I'm fulfilled.
He just kind of grimaces and says, yeah, no, listen. I'm not the best one to give out tips, so I'll abstain myself.
Listen, I don't think I'm gonna be a great object of desire.
Say that,
But
I'm sure
yeah.
there's plenty of people around you who would, even at this bar, look at these drunkards. They would die for a night with you. That's the important
Aye.
part, is always remember your value and never debase yourselves.
God damn it all. Oh my god, I want to. Oh god, I want to respond. Oh god, do I want to fuck him up?
You
Oh,
do,
God.
you do. The
Oh,
hammer is in
God.
your hands.
Oh god, I took the hammer, which I slammed into Red's face, and I can now slam it into Oscar.
Yes.
I will say this now, Mac. I will hit you, but you can
Do
do
it,
it.
Mac. Do it.
Oh,
Remember all the Ludmina rolls. Remember how this man fucked you over and put you in so much shit.
oh.
Remember when you slept in a fucking barn and had to clean dishes? This man was eating nice and fucking drinking good shit.
Oh. No, Levine's actually like too self-conscious about herself. She hates herself more than she hates him.
Ah.
That's pussy talk, Mac. Pussy talk. Do
Listen.
it. I need you to do it. Be God's strongest soldier. Remember that Red will anyway will take her vengeance onto you.
Yeah.
Do not negotiate with the terrorists, Mac. You have to fight them.
Okay, speaking from experience there.
What?
He kind of like, yeah, there's like a moment of like he just kind of slinks back in the chair.
Punch immediately. Punch her in the face.
Sorry.
Mac Ludmina.
Yeah, punch her in the face. She should know better.
No, that's Right, all
Sorry,
right.
didn't want to pry now.
Ludmina.
I
Yes,
can be a best.
the answer is listen. Take this as yes, someone that had to do things. That's why you may think your body is just like a coin purse ready to be traded and exchanged around. It's not. That's why you should always value yourself.
Sorry, I didn't want to open up a old wound.
Quite fine.
I wasn't that snarky for a while, so I'll keep quiet.
My point is to find love, as it's rare and beautiful thing when it happens. Not many people can. Yeah. Excuse me, I think I need to go to the bathroom. Stand up and.
Are you okay, Oscar?
Yeah. As he counts. Oh, please.
Zara turns to Ludmina. What was that about? What the
Why would you say something like that?
I just wanted to be a bit snarky.
Yes, you can be snarky, Ludmina, but you deliberately want. We talked about this.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
I will consult you.
Yeah, when you went to go speak to him the first time, I'm like, no. Then after he left, I said, hey, there's something Oscar paid for, so we have to not be cruel. It's be cruel to bring it up, so
I
don't.
feel like I don't think Ludmina caught the
We just-
undertones of that shit.
She has one heart. She didn't get those
That's
emotions.
way too subtle. What the-
Yeah,
That was way too subtle.
sister.
Listen, maybe one of you two can go after him.
Ludmina, you can't just. Listen, why don't you go check on Oscar?
Listen, he made some remarks against me as well, so it's a bit of a tit for tat.
Yes, but there's a tit for tat, and there's a tit for I'm gonna cut your balls off and make sure you watch. Alyssa, why don't you go see if Oscar's all right? You're better at the communication thing.
Whoever
Or
goes
is
can
this-
say you can say maybe that I truly didn't mean any great harm, or not as much as I maybe caused them.
I will tell him. I'm just gonna go after him.
Well, if you go outside, you don't see him. Seem to be at the outhouse either. On that note, we'll be ending the session.